I told you guys that no one was more dedicated to the Minion Rush content grind than me. I was not joking. I'm in my pajamas right now and I'm making a video on an Apple Minion, alright? That's just the way I am. It's how I'm built. It's the way I have to be. It's a curse. Anyway, hello everyone, it's me, Jaden. Hope you're all doing very, very well today. Today we are back on Minion Rush because, like I promised you guys, I have managed to get ourselves the Apple Delight Minion costume. So, for those of you that are out the loop, basically, this costume was accidentally granted to a very, very small amount of people, and Gameloft had to make a statement saying we weren't meant to give that costume out. The way you unlock it is by buying a bag of apples in the UK by a company called Crunch Pak that has Minion branding on it and scanning a QR code, right? This sent everyone in the Minion Rush community into an absolute frenzy trying to find these apples, and up until literally yesterday, they weren't even released in stores. I have had my friends in the US absolutely scouting for this thing, almost on a bounty to find this thing. And today, they tracked down the apples, and I've scanned the QR code, and as you can see, I have myself the Apple Delight Minion costume. Now, they've said you can only get this costume if you live in the US. I'm in the UK, and I've got it, so apparently that's not true. I would suggest if you guys want to have a bit of fun, you go out and try and find the bag of apples yourself, but if you can't manage to find them, I have put the QR code to unlock this costume in the thumbnail of this video, so if you just scan it with your phone and open Minion Rush, you will be granted the costume. If Gameloft do want me to change that for whatever reason, I'm happy to, but again, given that it's out there for free in the public, I don't really see what the harm is. So yes, anyway, a bit of a first look for you guys. This is the first time that we've had a limited costume, I guess, since the AFL Minion costume back in 2018. So yeah, I think maybe this is a bit of a trial as to a new way to unlock costumes. So you have like the premium pass, the collections, and now real life collaboration costumes. So yeah, I mean, it's a really, really nice looking costume. I know that a lot of people are really wanting this one. So I'm just glad that it's out there now and that people are able to unlock it. As I say, I think it's really cool that it's free as well. Like, you don't have to buy anything, really. You can just go into stores and scan this QR code, if you can find the Minion apples. Honestly, I think I drove myself a little bit mad over the last few days trying to find this thing. Like I say, I was under the assumption that this thing was already out there in public. Turns out up until yesterday it wasn't, so I was literally putting all that effort in for zero reason. In fact, funny story for you guys. You guys might know Sydney, who is in my films and was in my documentary. We're currently living together, and I went down to a room, and in case you guys aren't aware, Sydney's American. I went down to a room, just knocked on the door, and I went, "So your family's American, right? Your family loves you, right? Would they go to an Albertsons store and buy me a bag of Minion apples?" The answer was no, but it was worth a try, right? It was worth a try. Like I say, don't think I'm not dedicated to this game. I am absolutely adamant that I will have every single costume on this game at all times. So currently, I have every costume that you can unlock in the game. But there is another costume in the files that we don't know about, because if you guys go to your wardrobe in the game, it does say there's 162 costumes, and I currently have 161, but we can't see what that last one is. So maybe there's another collaboration Minion that is either out there or on its way. I don't know, but I guess only time will tell, and as I say, if anyone's going to figure it out, it will be me. Don't worry, I'm so dedicated to this game and figuring out all the secrets and stuff like that, that I don't think it will take me very long to figure this thing out. If it's out there, you already know your boy's going to get your hand on it. But, what did I just say there? Dude, I'm actually losing my mind. But anyway, yeah, I mean, the costume itself, it's a really nice looking costume. As with all costumes that have been added to the game since the update dropped, it is legendary. Don't know what that trend's all about. Don't really know why they're making every single costume legendary, but it is what it is. I don't think it's a problem, personally. I get why people are a bit irked by it, but I don't really care. I think especially because this one's free and not locked behind a premium pass, it's like, why complain? As far as this costume will, you know, whether it'll be unlockable in any other way, aside from this collaboration, I don't know, man. If we look at something like the AFL Minion costume, that thing was unlockable, like, for a week in Australia, and it hasn't been seen since. It's been, like, 7 years since that thing's been unlockable. In fact, I'm, like, 90% confident that I'm one of maybe 3 players in the world who actually still has that costume. I might even make a video on it pretty soon because I need money in it a bang. But no, because you guys would be really interested in it. That's totally the reason why I would make that video. But yeah, I might make an updated AFL Minion video soon because, as I say, that is a ridiculously rare piece of Minion Rush history. On the topic of Minion Rush history, I am currently working on a documentary going over the complete history of Minion Rush. Honestly, whether or not I complete that, I don't know. It's an absolutely huge project. I've already made like the intro for it, and I'm currently working on like the chapters and the layout and the structure of it. I want to sort of include like my interviews with Ava and Carl, an overview of like every single era of the game. I want to do loads of really, really cool stuff with that. So if that project does come to be, like I say, it'll be a complete overview of everything, like the Chinese versions, the Cacao versions, controversies, secrets, you know, beta content. I want to go over literally everything, so it's a huge video. Don't expect it out anytime soon. It'll probably take me a few months, if it's even coming out, but I will try my best to work on that video and make sure that it happens. And of course, I will be talking about this Apple Delight Minion costume. As I say, I would actually argue that this is one of the most interesting things to happen in the Minion Rush space in years. And as George Mimulus very rightly pointed out in his video, it's kind of shocking to believe that there actually is a Minion Rush space at all. There is not a day goes by that I'm not in shock how dedicated the community is to this silly little running Minion game that's been running for 13 years. I don't know why people are so mad on it. I don't know why I'm so mad on it, but yeah, dude, I love this game. You know, it's like for as much as I complain about it, like, genuinely, stuff like what's happened today just reminds me why I love this game so much. The community is so nuts. Honestly, it's insane how dedicated some of us are. Especially, like I say, like I don't think I've ever been as locked into anything more than the Minion Rush content grind. Which is so funny considering my videos get like 1,000 or 2,000 views each these days. But dude, I just enjoy doing it. Genuinely, like, don't get me wrong, it's easy content, but it's fun content as well, you know? It's like, there's so much to discover with this game. I don't know, I just think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm going to be excited to see what Gameloft's reaction is. Like, when Gameloft's dead and air, like, the community managers get back online and see just the absolute carnage that has unfolded over this Apple Delight Minion costume. I'm curious to see what their reactions are going to be like, because, I don't know, there was a lot of sort of, don't go too far with it, guys, kind of comments from them. So, I wonder what their reactions will be when they see that people did, in fact, go too far, also known as me, going absolutely nuts and getting people from the US to get me Minion Rush QR codes. Anyway, let's have one last run in the residential area and then we'll call it a day. But like I say, I'm just trying to give you guys a nice overview of this costume. Because like I say, it's a wonderful design. Like, I don't know, I just think it's really cute. Like, it's a simple one. Like, they kept the overalls and stuff, but I don't think all the costumes need to be complete remodels. The hat is awesome as well, like, with the apples on it. I don't know, dude. I just really like this costume. I think it's awesome. Like I say, when it got leaked, I was like, I need to get that. I need to find one way or another to unlock that thing. Lord knows I am not resting until I unlock it, and, what do you know? I might actually be built different, you know, I'm just, some woman would be lucky to have me if I was as committed to relationships as I am Minion Rush costumes. Unfortunately, I'm not, so, that one's gonna have to wait. Minion Rush can have me until a woman inevitably does. I say inevitably, it ain't happening, folks. Sorry, I need to stop whining on my Minion Rush videos. That's like, wow, that's incredibly degenerate of me. You can tell I'm tired. Honestly, I don't even know what time it is right now. What is it? It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm so sleep deprived I looked at the clock and I died on Minion Rush. Honestly, I might suck at this game. I might suck at this game. But yeah, like I say, this costume. Head to Albertsons, find yourself some Minion Apples, unlock it, or just scan the QR code on the video thumbnail. There's multiple ways to do it. But yeah, like I say, look at that. 161 out of 162 costumes. Really interesting stuff there. What could that lost costume be? I lucky don't know. Here's my my AFL Minion costume, like I mentioned. I'd still say this is the rarest costume in the game. Genuinely, I think the amount of people that have unlocked this guy just today is still probably more than the total amount of people that own AFL. So yeah, I'll definitely make a video on the AFL minion, don't worry guys. But yes, anyway, that has been the Apple Delight minion costume. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Massive thanks to the friend of mine from the US that managed to sort this out for me. I genuinely appreciate it, absolutely tenfold. Huge favour, thanks so much. But yes, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you whenever I do the next one. Lord knows when that'll be, I guess when the game updates again. See you later.